Welcome to the Making of Me podcast, where we explore the moments and challenge that shape us into who we have become. Today, I'm joined by Carlos Davidovich, a medical doctor, TEDx speaker, executive coach, and author of Five Dream Leadership. Carlos blend neuroscience and leadership to challenge the belief that stresses, high pressure are inevitable in business, helping leaders maximize energy, clarity, and performance. It's really a pleasure having you on the show, Carlos.
Thanks a lot for the invitation. Really a pleasure being here.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's a pleasure having you on the show. So, Carlos, what were some of the moments or challenges that shape you into who you have become today?
It was a long journey to be here because I was practicing medicine for many years and working in business in pharma. But in one moment, I moved. I moved from my original country, from Argentina to Europe, and I've had to reinvent it myself. So I learned that many times in life you need to be prepared for that and just go for it. What else?
Yeah.
When there is no other choice, you need to go for it. And definitely I was not going to give up. And I ended doing what I'm doing today. I mean,
Mm,
executive coaching, talking about neuroscience in business and organizations. And to be honest, Aro, is what I'm enjoying the most. So
mm,
life is a huge mystery, but you need to be not only prepared, you need to be open to receive what life is bringing in your way,
mm.
and with the open eyes, and say I open and see, hey, what's going on here? Maybe this is for me. Let's go for it, and at
Yeah.
least to try, and always to try. Never. I cannot die with a what if. I mean, so you need to try. If it doesn't work, okay, it doesn't work. Check. But the option of not trying, no way.
Yeah, amazing. So true. The option of not trying shouldn't even be a thought in the first place. And that's really amazing being that.
Exactly.
And also, it's really key to be that times are changing. AI is coming into being. So learning how to reinvent yourself every point in time is really key. So how did your early career struggle to influence your paths into medicine and leadership coaching?
So everything I tell you, I was always interested in different topics
Mm,
and mainly connected with human behavior and human development. I'm very into everything that is what exactly means to grow up and to develop as a human being. I mean, in whatever country, whatever you do. So that was, and then based on that, I studied different things. I studied, of course, I did medicine, I did business, but also I studied a lot of psychology, spirituality, to be honest, and everything. Today, I can put everything in one place, in
mm,
one because all of that is helping me to coach and to understand and to read between the lines what the person is exactly telling me. And it's not because the person doesn't want to tell the truth, because many times we don't know what we want. So we don't know, and definitely we need to understand better that we don't know and to accept those blind spots. So that's for me was a huge learning, and definitely is what took me here and gave me, I would say, many tools to be able to work with my clients.
wow,
And
wow, that's true.
but
Really amazing.
from a different, like a 360, let's say, to see the person in a, not in one aspect, but to see the client in a completely different way and to understand what's going on.
Yeah, amazing. It's really lovely being that you're able to combine that of our psychology I've read about, medicine, and that of business aspect, and the holistic version of it just speak volumes, being that yeah, you could actually read meanings to the actions and inactions and being able to make meanings from them. And yeah, it's really amazing we're watching about like looking at things, being that you know what it is and you know what actions, what language they speak, and from different perspectives. Yeah, that's really lovely. So you say we don't have one brain, but five. What does that mean?
Okay, I love because I use it as a metaphor, to be honest,
Yeah,
because we are, of course, we are all one, only one,
yeah.
as a human being, and even with others, we are one. But I use the metaphor of multiple brains to show or to be more clear regarding the different characters that we have inside. So we are not just one; we have many people inside talking to us.
Yeah.
and we can represent it with different brains. One very primitive, the reptilian brain that came from million and millions of years, is about survival, the emotional brain and everything that is connected with that. The rational brain, that is the newbie in the block, and therefore the rational is the weakest in the story. This is interesting. So when we really are with fears, or we want really to be in a place of getting control, the rational brain is not helping. The reptilian brain and the emotional brain. As a human being, we are mainly emotional beings with a brand new rational software that we are learning how to trust. And don't get me wrong, thanks to the rational brain, we were able to do this, for instance, all the technology that we have and the AI and everything. But from the emotional point of view, still we don't trust our rational brain so much. Also, we need to understand what our intuition means. That is another source of information. So, all this, I will say, metaphor of different brains represents the different characters that we have inside. That was the objective of my book and the work I do.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. So, how does understanding the brain change the way we actually handle stress and conflict?
We need to understand one thing first when we talk about stress. And this is a concept that normally we don't know. Stress is a normal mechanism of the body to face the world. In another word, stress is normal. Stress is not a bad thing. Thanks that we have the system called stress, is that we can live our life every day. The problem is when it's too much. I mean, when this goes beyond the level that we can accept and understand it. So what I want to say is stress is normal, it's a defense mechanism, it's a protective mechanism that I need to learn how to keep it in a healthy place. Life, unless you're okay, I mean, unless your personality and your situation in life is always we will have some kind of pressure
Yeah,
in one way or the other, economical, familiar, health, what you name it. So this is a fact. We need to learn that that is a fact. Stop complaining. Stop expecting that will someday will not be pleasure. Forget it. Then we need to learn and to accept is how to deal with pressure. And thanks to the stress mechanism, we are prepared to deal with pressure very well. But if we feel that stress is negative, that is a barrier that can block our possibility to train ourselves and be prepared. When people ask me about so much pressure, how to do, I say the focus is not about pressure. It's about how well prepared are
are
you
you?
to deal to deal with pressure. Are you able to deal with pressure? Are you training yourself to deal with pressure? That is the secret. So forget it trying to manage or to stop the external pressure. That doesn't work. Pressure will be, in one way or the other, will be there. I need to learn how to train myself to deal with that pressure. Make sense?
Yeah, yeah. Learning how to deal with pressure, being that, yeah, pressure is a part of everyday life. It's normal. It's protective, and I think how people define pressure is not depending on how they are trained themselves, especially from what you just said. What is a pressure to Mr. A might seem to be the new normal to Mr. B, being that Mr. B have gone through a whole lot of pressure, and seeing what you call pressure might just be more like so little that he can easily handle it and have a way around it. And I think it just speaks volumes to when you get to train yourself more, and there's a whole lot of different perspective you're going to get in respect of pressure, being that now you can handle a whole lot. Because now, why you actually just make reference of training yourself, I just start thinking about those who are in the military, those the Air Force, the Marine, and during the course of their training, they go through a whole lot of regiment, a whole lot of training that sap their energy, did a whole lot of stuff. And when they come out, when we see them doing some basic stuff, we call it that this is too much pressure. And then to them, it's normal. I wish you were there to see to see the depth of the training we went through. I think life become easier when we get to train ourselves. Yeah, it become more momentous, being that you learn to appreciate the little hit you get to see, being that you're already trained for it.
Absolutely. You were so right, Aro. Those are the great examples. Or people, firefighters, firefighters,
Yeah.
or an emergency room in the hospital. They are trained to be there. At the moment you are trained, you are not reacting with a reptilian brain. You're reacting with a rational brain. You know what to do. And your emotions will be under control because you already know what to face.
Yeah,
You're
what's
totally
it?
right. The Marines is a very good example. They have so much training on how to deal with pressure. And at the moment, those that can take it, they are perfectly prepared. So it's not a problem. They will never be stressed. They know what to do. It's exactly what you say. Is to learn to know what to do.
Yeah, amazing. Learning to know what to do. Yeah, amazing. Because I think when stress comes into being, it either you are trained for it to actually take action in terms of making things better, or you react to it, which means you lose control of what you are capable of
Exactly.
doing. Yeah, amazing.
Absolutely.
Amazing. So how can leaders maximize their energy instead of just managing time?
One thing is managing time is absolutely the wrong target.
Yeah.
Time is fixed
Yeah.
everywhere. Times is 24 hours is 24 hours everywhere. So we don't manage time. What we manage all the time is energy. And even though it's a medical word called allostasis, that means how the body deal with energy. So I feel good, I do more. I feel
Yeah.
low, I do less. It's a energy management. It's never time management. Never. And if we aim the right target, we increase the probability of being
Mm.
successful.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Amazing.
let's stop. Let's stop talking about time management. Let's start talking about how can I learn to manage my energy in a more productive way. That is the secret.
Amazing. I think the moment you just make reference of it, it just dawned on me that, watch, that is why delegating is important. Or those particular kind of job that sap your energy that you don't love to do. Yeah, you could actually delegate them and focus your energy on those ones you love more so that your productivity is going to be, yeah, very noticeable compared to the area where you're not, which is not your strength. And yeah, it's really amazing.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you need to, all of us, we can manage energy. And more you know about yourself, about how the body works, and about what are your moments of high, your moments of low, those are the moments that you will be more prepared and you will feel stronger. Definitely. But it's learning how to manage energy, no time.
Yeah, amazing, amazing. So why do so many leaders believe high pressure is avoidable, is unavoidable?
Because it's true. And higher in the pyramid of power or leadership, the pressure is even worse. So remember, the analogy I like to bring is sport people, football players, tennis players, doesn't matter. Any that start competing in a high level, in a professional level. Maybe they have a talent that is amazing, but at the moment you put them in the field, they cannot deal with the pressure of the public. They cannot deal with the pressure of winning. So
Yeah,
that is nothing to do with talent. That means that is only connected with how prepared your
yeah,
personality is to deal with pressure. In
yeah,
leadership, it's exactly the same. You can have fantastic leaders, but when you start promoting
yeah,
them to
climbing up.
higher position, climbing up, they start failing. And they
Hmm,
start failing because they don't know how to manage the
I don't
pressure.
know. Yeah,
My question is why it doesn't exist many training to leaders to how to manage pressure. That is the key point of the story. So this is learning how to manage pressure, and then they will become better leaders, much better leaders.
yeah, amazing. Training, yeah, this is really lovely. Mean that training can be more like the best solution when it comes to high pressure and everything. With the emergency we make reference of earlier on, you know what action to take. Despite the pressure
Exactly.
is there, you know what to do to actually make a difference compared to, because the natural thing that comes to heart when there's pressure is either to run away or to flight. It either you know how to take action or the next available thing that is just common. Yeah, just run away.
Absolutely. I would love, I do that with my training to train people and my lectures to train people how to manage pressure. Pressure
Mm.
is a fact, so you cannot change it. Again, time, you cannot change it. Pressure, you
Yeah,
cannot
you
change it.
can change it.
Let's learn how to manage, how to deal with that.
Yeah, how to train ourselves and adapt to it. Yeah, and still win regardless of the pressure. Yeah, amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, what is one practical shift leaders can make today to lead with more clarity and less reactivity?
It's a great. I will tell you what is the answer because I was giving a lecture the other day about it. It's understanding that planning the future protect you in the present time.
Mm,
We are so much under pressure that we are reactive all the time. And what we know today is that the brain is permanently planning futures. So it's permanently trying to guess what is coming. Why? Just to protection. If I know what is coming, I can protect myself. Why not to train ourselves on thinking about the future, building scenario? It's a training, eh? It's a training process because if I know the potential futures, I know what to do today. So preparation and planning are the secrets of being prepared to deal with pressure. I don't know if I can, it's a mindset, it's a mindset about if I can have clear all the possibilities and it doesn't matter if it's true, means I'm prepared. I know that can be scenario one, two, three, worst scenario, best scenario. My brain will build defense mechanism and we build the feeling that I am in control.
mm,
The brain needs to have a plan. Let's train ourselves how to build good plans. And then I will be prepared. If I feel prepared, I mean, you need to go out today to some place and you know
yeah.
it's going to rain. What do? You take an umbrella. You are prepared. You don't care about the rain because you are prepared because you know it's going to rain. Then you can really prevent negative scenarios. You cannot change them, but you can train yourself to be prepared for the future. That is one of the secrets that leaders are not so aware because they are more, like you say, reactive than proactive.
Yeah, amazing. Train yourself. Because I think in training, it's
But
actually more like,
think about the future and try to calm your brain knowing the possibilities.
calming your brain because you know the past. I think this is really lovely, being that imagination sometimes does not tell the difference between reality and, yeah, and just more like imagine what the futures hold and planning in respect of it make you see things differently. And when you plan according to it, almost every pressure you get to kind of comes into being is something you have replayed before now, and you could actually more like, yeah, you just see it differently and being able to kind of accept it in reality. And if we can actually play the game of through imagination, imagine what the futures hold. Imagine the kind of pressure that is going to be all ahead, and owing to that, you get to plan. I think almost every pressure we get to see in our life will be more like an open space where we get to see the outcome of what we have actually planned before the actual time. And it's really amazing way of living.
Yeah.
Amazing way of living. Rather than reacting, being that you were not sure, you didn't know what to expect.
I don't, you use a very important word. You talk about reality. What we know today is that we don't know what is reality is and that we create realities. So let's try again. Let's be prepared to create a good reality because we increase the probability that will happen. I'm not saying that we can do whatever we want. It's not true. But we can get closer to what we want if we know how to plan. We use our imagination in the right direction.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Dr. Carlos. It's really a pleasure having you on the show. So, for my audience who wants to learn more from you, or who wants to reach out to you, and especially for your coaching section, how can they reach out to you, and where is the best platform?
I have my website is that www.carlosdavidovich.com, and if not you can find me in LinkedIn. That's the best platform I use. The most I use is LinkedIn, and you have Carlos Davidovich MD and you will and neuroscience, you will find me right away. So that
Yeah,
that is the easiest way to contact.
yeah. Thank you so much, Carlos. Thank you for sharing your insights on neuroscience, leadership, and transforming stress into clarity. For my audience, if you'd like to learn more from Dr. Clara about his work, including his book Five Brain Leadership, check the link. The link to his website is going to be on the show notes, so that you can be able to easily reach out. Yeah, this has been the Making of Me podcast. And it's really a pleasure and an honor having you on the show. Yeah, thank you.
Really a pleasure. Thanks a lot. It was a great conversation.
Yeah, thank you.